Hi there, I'm Naomi Farrelly from Sparrowly Group. Welcome to this webinar on making the most of ATE 2023. I acknowledge that I'm recording this webinar from the lands of the Warramai people. I also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you all work today and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal peoples and their ongoing cultures and connections to the land and waters of Australia. So what is ATE, or the Australian Tourism Exchange? It's Australia's flagship tourism event. It connects the Australian tourism industry with travel buyers from around the globe. It's an opportunity to connect and build relationships with these buyers and educate them and update them about your product and destination and to grow your business. In 2023, ATE will return to its traditional format, a 4-day event from Sunday the 30th of April to Thursday the 4th of May at the Gold Coast Convention and Exhibition Centre. The event will bring together Australian tourism businesses, tourism wholesalers, and retailers from around the world to conduct scheduled business appointments and participate in networking. It will also provide international buyers with the opportunity to experience Australia's tourism offerings firsthand through pre- and post-event familiarisations. Around 1,500 Australian seller delegates, that's the Australian industry, so you, and 660 buyer delegates, that's those people that sell Australia to international travellers and specifically sell your tourism product and experience on your behalf from over 30 countries will attend ATE 23. To attend ATE is a big investment of both time and money. It can also be a little bit overwhelming. So we want to help you to prepare so that you can make the most of this opportunity and your investment. With only 8 weeks to go, we've mapped out the key dates you need to know and the key tasks you should be doing each week to get ready. We've also got some tips for you for at the event itself and the all-important post-event follow-up. So 8 weeks to go, it's time to refresh and plan. As you start to plan, and before you even begin any appointment preferencing, now is really the time to refresh your knowledge. If working in international markets is new to you, refresh your knowledge on the international distribution system, inbound tour operators, travel wholesalers, online travel agents, and retailers. These are the buyers that attend ATE, the people you'll be meeting with. So brush up on who they are and how they work. You should also connect with your state tourism organisations, Tourism Australia, and other tourism organisations. Make sure you're across all of the opportunities that they have to help you prepare and maximise your presence at the trade show, from briefings to familiarisations. Depending on where you're located, your regional and local tourism organisations may also be attending or supporting operators with attending ATE, so touch base with them too. You'll also want to review your markets and get really clear on which international travellers are right for you. Who are the international markets that are already coming to your destination or business? What are the changes in traveller trends? Next week, you'll research this further as you prepare for your preferencing. Tourism Australia has some great update videos and are doing a live Q&A on Friday, March 10 at 11 a.m. to answer questions about the Americas, China, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Japan, and Korea markets. Make sure you sign up to attend. You'll also want to finalise your plans. Check your travel and accommodation bookings. You don't want to get caught out. And finalise other important details like, what are you going to wear? You're representing your brand, so you'll want to look good. Sometimes destinations will have a uniform to present a united front, or you might have your own corporate uniform. Whatever it is, make sure you've got your ATE uniform sorted, including comfy shoes. Think about what collateral you're going to need to take with you: business cards, small gifts, and other sales material. Do you need to order anything so you've got it for the event? And what will your booth look like? Booth signage should already be sorted through your STO and furniture ordered. Think about what else you need to do and to have set up on your booth. Preferencing opens this week. Log into the ATE seller portal and have a look at how this works. Next week, you'll get stuck into preferencing in detail. So with 7 weeks to go, preferencing is open. Through the online preferencing system, both buyers and sellers are able to request who they would like to meet with at the event. There are 77 available pre-scheduled appointment slots and 13 free appointments. The pre-scheduled appointments are filled through the preferencing program. So the system uses a fancy algorithm to match businesses and create your appointment schedule. With over 660 buyer delegates attending the event, you really need to think about who you want to meet with. Start by doing your research. Understand the markets and be really clear on which international markets you want to target at the event. 660 buyers, you can't meet with everyone, nor will everyone be the right fit for your business. So you need to be targeted. Get really clear on which are the best markets for both your destination and your business. Talk to your local or regional tourism organisation to understand what visitors are already coming into the region and what distribution partners are already bringing business into the area. Selling the destination first is really important when you attend ATE. So understanding what other products are internationally ready in your destination and how the destination is selling itself and where you can fit into an itinerary within that is really key. Then think about your business. Who are the distribution partners you are already working with? Make a list of those. You will want to meet with them. And then, which are the markets that are the best fit for your business? For example, an accommodation provider in regional Queensland might be best suited to the UK or European FIT traveller market rather than large Asian groups. Use Tourism Australia's market research and get up to date on travel trends from your targeted markets and understand which markets will be the best fit for your business. Also think about which markets you would really love to work with, and then jump into the ATE seller portal and start reviewing buyer profiles. Do this by market and then build out a list of your targeted buyers. So there's a lot of potential buyers out there, but you've done your research. So it's 6 weeks to go. You should be ready to get into the portal and start to do some preferencing. You should be clear on which markets you want to work with and what type of business you want to attract. Is it FIT business for independent travellers, groups, business travellers, special interest or education groups? What's best for you? You've defined this already, and this is going to make your preferencing a lot easier. Preferencing takes time, but it's important as it improves your chances of getting quality appointments at the event. So key tips are to log in early and start by doing a little bit every day. Use that research to guide you and stay focused. Importantly, don't leave it to the last minute or think you can knock it off in one hit. You want to keep a clear mind when you're doing your preferencing to make sure that you choose wisely. Start by just the top 20, any distribution partners that you're already working with and key partners that you know are already visiting the destination. Then work through the list. As you go, you can also preference staff from Tourism Australia and state tourism organisations. Both Australian-based and international staff are at the event. It's important to build relationships with them all. So request appointments to meet with them through the preferencing portal. You have a limited number of preferences available, but to maximise your chances of getting quality appointments, make sure you use them all. Remember, preferencing closes on Friday, the 24th of March. So you've got your preferences in. That's a big tick off the to-do list. So while your schedules are being finalised, use the time to get your sales collateral polished up and ready to go. If you've been accepted to attend, you should already have your toolkit in place, including a fact sheet, rate sheets, terms and conditions, and a product presentation. You want to make sure that this is all up to date and looking good. So polish up your fact sheets and update any images, product information, or pricing, or maybe you've got a new product that you've launched that will need a fact sheet. Get those together. Update your rates. Remembering that the international contracting period happens from 12 to 18 months in advance. So you need to have rates in place for the period from 1 April 2024 to 31 March 2025. Also check your terms and conditions and make any amendments. You may not need these for your appointments, but it's important to have them ready to go for your post-event follow-up. Pull together your presentation. It's the most important sales tool for your appointments. Keep it short and sharp. While appointments are 15 minutes in length, this shouldn't all be filled with your presentation. Try and keep it to no more than 7 minutes. This will allow you time to build rapport and ask questions of the seller. Your presentation should tell the story of the destination first. Talk about where you're located and the experiences in your region. Then include the details of your product, your unique selling points, and the information around services and experiences that you offer. Prepare it as a PowerPoint or Google slide deck. Keep it interesting to look at with key information only, and don't fall into the trap of death by PowerPoint. It's also a good idea to print off a hard copy of your presentation and use an old school flip chart just in case. Save all of these documents as PDFs, put them in a folder ready for your post-event follow-up. Key dates this week is the 31st of March, the final date to make any changes to the delegates attending the event from your business. With 4 weeks to go, you want to start to prepare and think about your appointments and what they will look like. You've got everything ready in terms of your fact sheets and your trade sheets and your presentation. Now it's time to practice your pitch. I know it might feel silly, but doing some role playing and practicing before the event will really help to build your confidence. Before you start role playing, think about the flow of the appointments. You have 15 minutes on the schedule, but these shouldn't all be about you. ATE is about building relationships. So ask questions to the buyer to understand their needs before you launch straight into your pitch. As my first sales manager told me, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. In appointments with buyers, you should always listen twice as much as you speak. So thinking about your appointment, first of all, you want to introduce yourself and welcome the buyer to your booth. Ask a few questions. To help you to do this, there's a trade contact sheet that you can use. And there's a template where you can edit it and think about the questions that you want to ask. Think about, tell me a bit about your business. Are you currently bringing visitors into my region? What type of experiences are your customers looking for? Or what do your customers look like? Listen to what they have to say and then launch into your presentation. As I said before, keep it to 7 minutes. This will allow time for questions as well. With 3 weeks to go, it's time to start to finalise your schedule. This week, appointment schedules are released. You'll receive a notification on Tuesday, the 11th of April, with details of your schedule. Log into the portal and check it out. There is no guarantee that you're going to get a full schedule through the preferencing system, and that's okay. You can use the online messaging platform to reach out to buyers to try and secure additional appointments. There are 90 appointments in total, 77 scheduled and 13 free appointments. Don't feel like you need to fill them all, especially if it's your first time. It's a good idea to leave yourself some breathing space. Empty appointments often get filled at the event. Buyers might drop by your stand and ask for an appointment, or you might connect with someone during a network event that would like to meet with you. So it's a good idea to have a few empty spaces on your dance card. It also gives you time to keep organized, plan your follow-up and catch up on some emails because you're probably working as well as being at ATE. With 2 weeks to go, it's really time to finalize your plans and also start to think ahead. Put any finishing touches on the plan for your booth. Think about how buyers will interact with you there and ways that you can help them to quickly connect with you beyond the event, like via LinkedIn, WhatsApp, or WeChat in the Asian markets. Setting up QR codes to display on your booth that buyers can scan to easily connect with you is a great tip. Thinking ahead, now is a great time to start to plan for post-event follow-up, something that is so important but so often overlooked because you get back to the desk and you get busy. Lock some time in your calendar now to follow up post the event. Start with maybe an hour a day for the week commencing the 15th of May. This will allow buyers time to get home and back to their desks as well. Set up folders in Dropbox or Google Drive with your fact sheets, images and videos, all your files, get them together so you're ready to share them post-ATE. You could even start by drafting the body of your email for your follow-ups. Finally, brief your team. Let them know where you are going and why it's important for the business. And if you're hosting any pre or post-event for meals, make sure your team is aware of them and trained on how to deliver an amazing experience for travel buyers. 1 week out, it's time to take a breath and pack your bags. Now, I shouldn't need to tell you not to forget your toothbrush, but there are a few trade show essentials you will want to make sure that you do pack. I like to call it the tradie bag. It includes business cards, stationery, pens, highlighters, staplers, staples, notebooks, and gifts. Your power cords, power chargers, batteries if you need them, personal things like Panadol, Berocca, and Band-Aids. These are really handy to have on hand. Having this together on your stand will help you to stay focused throughout the event. Also, get that toolkit ready. Finalize that presentation, save it to your computer, a USB, and in hard copy. Make sure you're prepared. Get your fact sheets, supporting material, your booth display material all together, and don't forget those contact sheets. Have printed versions in a folder to keep them all together and keep them organized. Double check and finalize all of your arrangements, including your final appointment schedule. Now's also a really good time just to check in with any colleagues that you know are attending the event. So finally, the 30th of April, you have arrived. Nice and early, of course, because you want to allow plenty of time to get registered, check your booth, get set up, and then go and have a drink to celebrate being here. You made it. You'll also want to have an early night. Seller registration is open from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday, the 30th of April, and the event itself kicks off on Monday, the 1st of May, with the first appointment at 9 a.m. Don't be late. Throughout the event, keep organised. Take notes on your contact sheets, staple business cards to them as you go, but not in front of the buyer. Some people also like to take a photo of the buyers as a prompt to remember what they look like. You're going to meet a lot of people throughout the event. Simply ask the buyer in your appointment and then add the photo to your database to help you to recognise them. Make the most of the breaks. Morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, and networking events. Use these to connect with buyers, other sellers, and tourism organisations. Sometimes the best meetings happen in the breaks. Spend time walking the floor and get to know other businesses attending the event. And remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Both ATE and working in the international market is a long game, so pace yourself. And then finally, make sure you follow up. While the event is over, your work is not done yet. Post-event follow-up is the most important element of a trade event and one which is often overlooked. You've invested in attending, so make sure you also invest the time to follow up with buyers after the event. Yes, it takes time, but working in the international market is all about building relationships. The work you do now to nurture relationships will pay off in the long run. You've booked that time in already, so get your pile of contact sheets out and get to work. Make your follow-up personal. There is nothing worse than receiving that bulk email that says, "Oh, it's nice to meet you." Yes, it takes a little bit longer to personalize your messages, but it goes a long way to building those all-important relationships. Include a comment about something you discussed in your appointment or a personal piece of information that they shared with you. Send everything that you promised you would. Product information and rates, images, videos. Ask any follow-up questions you may have or fill any gaps that you might have from your contact sheet, like what inbound tour operator are they working with. Finally, set yourself a realistic time frame to get your follow-up done. It will take you time, but please, please, please don't forget about it. Also, don't forget to add all your new contacts to your database and send them regular updates like a quarterly trade newsletter on your business or any new news that's going on. This includes updates to key contacts at Tourism Australia or your state tourism organisation, regional and local tourism organisations. If you've hosted for meals, make sure that you follow up with those delegates too. So to help you keep track of it all, we've summarised all the key dates and focus areas for each week into this table. Put them in your diary. And don't forget that these are also available on the ATE Seller Portal. This should be your source of truth. We are here to help you along the way. So please reach out to Giovanna or I if you have any questions, and we will be at ATE too. You'll find Giovanna and Jackie from the Sparrowly Group team at the Accessible Australia stand on the Solutions Hub. We'd love you to drop by and say hi and hear about your tourism offering and how it supports people with disability, or come and ask us any questions that you have so we can help you to cater for the international market. Good luck with your ATE planning. We look forward to seeing you there.